Hey guys, well, welcome back to my channel. Today is another educational video, and I just want to start off by saying thank you for all of your suggestions. I think I might try doing that, putting something out there and asking what kind of topics you want to hear so that I'm not the one kind of making the decisions. I'm actually answering and educating some of your questions. So I think looking through the list of questions that I got today, one stood out, and it was in regards to eating out. And how do you stay on plan and eat out? Do we order drinks? Are we not allowed to order drinks? The whole theory behind it all. So I think that's going to be today's topic. Yes, hello Paisley. Paisley wants me to give her a kiss because I'm not paying attention to her right now. So one of the things that people find most difficult while on Optavia is the decision to go out, whether it be with a family for a birthday celebration, whether it just be like a date night or just out with friends. She's so funny. Hi, sweet girl. So what I want to talk about is my God, I love my puppies. So how do you accomplish this? How do you go out and enjoy a night out with food and beverages and desserts and everything else in between? How do you do that and stay focused on the plan? So this is an easy one to solve, but it goes back way before the thought of even going out. So again, we've talked about this. I want you all to remember your why, because if you don't have a why as to why you're on program, you're never going to be able to navigate through the process. I'll bet you not one single person watching decided to go on Optavia just for the hell of it. There was a reason why. There was something that prompted you to look it up. Did you see somebody and talk to them, be like, how come you look so good? What are you doing? And did they say, oh, I'm on a meal plan called Optavia? Or did you see a video? Did you stumble on Instagram and find something? Whatever it was, there was something that jarred you to research the program. Most people would say that this is what I hear kind of across the board. They either want to get themselves back into good health, being that they don't want to be on medication anymore. Their doctor advised them to lose weight. They saw a photograph of themselves and they were like, that's what I look like. They want to get into a bathing suit. They have a wedding coming up. They have a reunion coming up. There's always something that prompts somebody to start the plan. That prompt is like a why. And every one of us have our own personal why. I mean, it could be anything, and it really doesn't matter because it's personal. It's subjective. Whatever is in your heart as to why you want to lose weight and go on Optavia, that's your why. And the reason I say to know what that is because you're going to be using that throughout your journey. So in regards to going out, let's say you have a group of friends and they all eat like crap, right? We've all been there. And they like to go out and party and drink and eat food. And now with COVID, some places you still can't get out and eat. But you can order in and you can have a party at your house, whatever. You have to know your why because that is like your armor, okay? You have to make the decision. It's truly a decision. Am I going to stay on plan and do what I'm supposed to do so I can get to my goal in a time frame that I'm expecting it to happen? Or do I decide to go off it for a day, a weekend? Maybe you're on vacation. It's a choice because when you are on this program, the goal is fat loss. We're put into a state, right, of ketosis, a very mild state, where we are in a fat loss phase. And anytime you deviate from that, you're not going to stay in fat burn. And it will take you about 3 days to get back in, which is a pain in the ass considering that you're spending all this money, right? You're spending time being so good for, a stretch at a time and then you fall back. But it's a choice and it's a personal choice. And for some, it's okay with them if they kind of stagger along. Others, they see their goal and they want to meet it. So again, it's a personal subjective choice. Okay. So let's say you made the choice to go off plan and go out and enjoy yourself. Great. But let's say you want to stay on plan, right? What do you do? How do you do that? One of the best tools that I can tell you that Optavia provides, which we're very lucky to have, is the dining out guide. The dining out guide will either come in 2 ways for you. Well, 3 ways, I think. 1, you can order it from the company. 2, you can ask your coach to give it to you for free. And 3, I think you can, at this point, look it up online. And it comes in like a PDF format, a chart, whatever. And it literally lists over 200 or over 100, don't quote me, places that you can go and eat out. And it will literally tell you what you can have and what it is. So for me, you all know this, Panera. I love Panera. Panera's salad that I buy is the full-size Green Goddess chicken salad. When I first started on program over 2 years ago, that salad in its full entire form was considered a full lean and green. And it worked for me, all right? I had consistent weight loss, 50 pounds gone in a couple of months, incorporating that into my day because I utilized a tool that they gave me. If you look at the Optavia Dining Out Guide now, for some weird reason, it says half a salad is what it is. But if we go by weight and you buy a half of that salad and you weigh it all out, you're not coming close to the macros that would constitute a full lean and green. So I have personally requested them to review that for us because I'm telling you, I still believe, how can it go from full size to half size? Regardless, there is nutrition support. You can request things. You can ask them questions. But the dining out guide was like my Bible. I used it every time I went out. P.F. Chang's, that's another hot spot. Jess and I go there on date night. Well, we haven't in months because of COVID. But we used to love to go. And I decided that whenever we had our date night, I was going to have the steamed chicken and broccoli with the sauce on the side so I wouldn't eat the sauce. Sometimes I would just say, don't even bring it. But I would always have a drink, 1 or 2, and I chose alcohol that did not have sugar or carbs. I went with plain vodka, not vanilla, not with all the sugar, just plain vodka and a Diet Coke. It never did anything to me. It never set me back. I've always been like, if I'm going to have a cocktail, it's a vodka drink, and it always was mixed with diet soda. That's just what I like. But if you look at different drinks, now they tell you not to have alcohol because it can set you back. And there are so many alcohols that will set you back. Beer and all that contain a lot of carbohydrates and barley and hops and sugars and all that other stuff. But there are a couple of alcohols, cocktails, whatnot, that you can have that don't contain those things. And that's where using your coach comes into play. Your coach should know you pretty much inside and out. They'll know your medical history, they'll know your background, they'll know your addictions, they'll know your weaknesses, they'll know your strengths, and they'll be able to guide you. I also say to choose places, number 1, that would be in the dining out guide, or 2, research them. And even if there's no information on any restaurant that you choose to go to, bar, club, what have you, you're learning so much about good health, right? Your coach should be talking to you and educating you and whatnot. You know what a lean would constitute, right? You know, grilled chicken, steamed chicken, shrimp, fish, steak, you know the amounts. And if you don't, again, ask your coach. You know that little book that comes with the program the first time? In it, we'll give you a list of the different amounts of lean, leaner, and leanest proteins. And become familiar with that. Take a screenshot of it. Keep it with you on your phone. Now, I even went so far one time to buy a little postage scale. Oh my God, and I threw it in my purse and I brought it to the restaurant because I was like, how am I going to eyeball 5 ounces of steak? So I would pull out this little thing. It was like crisscrossed like that, had the little stamp postage thing on it. And I was weighing my protein at the table. True story. And yes, I got looks, and I was like, poor Jess was just like, yep, I love you. So, you know, you be you. But I'm sure it was like I was whipping out my scale. But you know what? I didn't care, because this journey was for me. You guys have to do what's right for you. The trick to staying on program is just that. There is no trick. You stay on program. You choose whether or not you're going to deviate or not. It shouldn't be a hard decision. It should either be, I'm staying on plan, and when I lose this weight and I transition, I will incorporate things like that back into my diet. Or I'm going to go off for a little while, and if I gain a lot of weight back, it is what it is, and I'll try to lose it again. But then you get into that cycle. So my main point to this video is make your decisions, but don't worry about them after. If you make a decision to go off program, expect a weight gain and expect a good 3 days to get back into fat loss and another couple days to actually lose the weight you gained. So you're taking a step back about a week. If you stay focused and go with what's on plan, you're going to walk out of there a happy person. You're going to feel accomplished and strong and actually utilizing the tools that your health coach has given you, some of my videos, and everyone else on YouTube has provided. And don't think we're all not human, because we are. Everybody has a setback. I do. Every now and then, not so much the last 2 weeks, but I've indulged, I've done things, and I'm like, oh, I feel like crap the next day. And I'm like, why did I do this? Again, it's just a decision. You gotta learn that your decisions have repercussions. Be strong, get through it. You could still have a good time. Part of going out is socialization, right? Have a great time, but you don't have to go haywire. Stick to plan. There's so many choices out there. Tons of vegetables, tons of protein. Bring a dressing with you and throw it in your bag. If you're a man, tell your wife or girlfriend or just a friend, hey, here's some Walden Farm syrup in a little container. Can you throw that in your purse so that when we eat, I have something to put on my salad? If you don't even want to go that far, do what I do. I ask for some lemon on the side and I squeeze it on. There's always ways to do this plan, guys. There should be no reason that any of you have anxiety about going out. You can make it pleasurable. And remember, it's not always about food, right? Our culture celebrates with food. Birthdays, holidays, let's go out. It's been a hell of a week. I need a drink, whatever. Don't make it about that. Change your mind and make it about the company, about the people, about who you're with. When Jess and I go out on our date nights years ago, it was all about what restaurant can we go to, where can we get the best drinks. Now we focus on each other, on the company, and the food just complements it. We reminisce, we talk about funny things, we get a little silly sometimes, we get a little close. It sparks that whole little spark again, and we just enjoy our company instead of focusing so much on the food. Another trick is to have your fueling before you go out, like literally on the way. On the way, bring a bag of cinnamon sticks, bring a bar, eat them on the way to dinner. And then I guarantee you'll probably stay on plan because you're not going to be that hungry. It's okay once in a while to have a fueling back to back with a lean and green or whatever. Just some tricks to the trade, guys. But again, the bottom line, the end of the day, it's your decision. So do you decide to go out and party and set yourself back a week, or do you decide to go out and party and enjoy the company, enjoy a meal, but stay on track and have a really good weigh-in? It's up to you, guys. It's up to you. I can't tell you what to do, but that's the information that I want to share in today's video. If you have any questions or you'd like more information, subscribe, message me, join my Facebook group called Keeping It Optavia with Felicia Nurse. I'll see you over there. That's free. Tons of information, and everyone in there is amazing. The support is tremendous. You cannot lose. So that's it, guys, for today. I hope you liked it. Tomorrow will be what I eat in a day, and I'm going to do these educational videos on Tuesdays and Thursdays, so at least you'll have somewhat of a schedule. All right? And thank you for watching, and remember, we can do this, guys. We sure can. And you know what? We are going to get through it by doing it together. Have a great night. I'll see you tomorrow.